This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide. This place is charged up and ready for a big game today. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Longhorns will kick this deep to start us off. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Takes the handoff. It's Miller. Nowhere to run up the middle.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down play coming up. Back to throw. It's Milroe. Lets it go quickly. And the ball is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, that one cost him. He's just trying to get something started here early in the game, trying to take a chance, but it backfires. The defense in great position to come up with that interception.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And here's the handoff. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
And they will try out the field goal team here. He missed it. Field goal, no good. With that miss, no change in the score.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. Second down after that previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Scanning the field. It's Milroe. Escapes the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Looking for a deep completion. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
I was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Looks to the left, pass caught. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Dropping back. It's Manning. And looking for a big play here. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Well, you can see what happens when you try to squeeze it into a tight window. An incompletion is probably the best result you could have hoped for because an interception is the most likely outcome anytime you throw into double coverage.
Fair catch made at the 20. Comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First down here for this offense. Looking for some space. It's Miller.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's 3rd down. He's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
And they'll kick it away here. He's going to try to return the punt. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Offense takes the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. This, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
That's reeled in. It's Helm. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Here's the second down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Blue. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Defense all over it. They stop it. I don't think he got it.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
So they'll pass up the long field goal attempt and keep the offense on the field for fourth down. Gonna run it. It's Gibson. And moves the ball to the 35 and another first down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
Caught quickly. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Looking to throw. It's Manning. Receiver makes the grab. And he's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a first down.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The Longhorns looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Here's the option play. Pitches to the back. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
The slot receiver can go inside or to the outside. This time he sets the defender up and then works across the middle for the completion.
Set up now at the 2-yard line. Can they score here on a third down play? Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Trying to throw for it on third and goal. Fired into a tight window and picked off. I'm going to tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that, and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
As the first down is still going. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel and understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain. Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Using his legs. It's Miller. Tackle, but 1st down.
There's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. The sure hands. It's Law. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Dropping back, it's Milrow. Makes a quick grab. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch. Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. Receiver in motion now. 1st and goal, handoff. Defense stuffing the runner. Ball still spotted at the 2-yard line.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
It's a quarterback keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Now it's 3rd down and goal for the offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Touchdown, Bama. And they grab the early lead.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. And the kickoff will be returned. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Let's it fly to the wideout. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Return starts from inside the 5. He goes out of bounds at the 31 after a decent return. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Dropping back, it's Manning. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
He's running out of time here. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Texas. See if they can convert the point after. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Bringing it out, it's Hamilton. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Here's the throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Going the other way, can they catch him? It's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
1st and goal. Can the offense punch it in and tie the score before the half? Grab down the middle. It's Blue. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw.
Are you kidding me?
Touchdown, Longhorns.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And the point after is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the kick is a squib kick, taken by one of the up men. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. To the air. It's Milroe. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the pass falls incomplete on the final play of this first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Longhorns offense takes the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
The old toss play, Chris, as you know, this used to be really a popular play in college football when teams ran this out of the I formation. Now in college football, you see them running out of pretty much any formation. But the key still is being able to seal the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle, to allow the back to get to the corner.
On first down, it's play action. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he throws his third interception of the day.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender and he throws the interception.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Play action fake. Looking to throw. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, tied. And they go in front here in the second half. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on in the defensive side of that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Steps out at the 16. Would have been a lot better off just taking a knee in the end zone. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. And the gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
But what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And Chris, I think back all the years of Texas football, going way back, and they've had some good receivers. Roy Williams comes to mind, Devin Duvernay more recently in the slot. But, man, they really need to start a new legacy, and maybe plays like this can get them going in a new direction.
He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Powers through the tackle. He stopped, but he gets a first down. Longhorns will come to the line to run the hurry up. Takes the toss, heads to his right. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Looking to pass. It's Manning. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. And now the try here for the extra point. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Number 45 sets a kickoff.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
It's a quick grab. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
On the ground, it's Miller. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Milrow. Fires it to the wideout. The QB throws his
This nigga is killing me.
of the day. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, this defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their 3rd interception now in the game.
First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Blue. Finally brought down, but the offense moving close to the red zone here.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Eludes a tackle. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Texas.
An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a 3rd and goal. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Longhorns. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter. And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Alabama. That's another strike from his quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against his secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the fourth. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner is brought down. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Ball handed off. In the clear at the 25. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing them down.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. To throw, it's Manning. Pressure is coming. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Oh, look out. The football is free. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
And it's good. And with that, they retake the lead.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the 4th.
Bringing it out, it's Hamilton. And he's brought down at the 16. Looking better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Testing the right side here. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. On the ground, it's Miller. Moves the ball out across the 30, and it's good for a 1st down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And that's incomplete, way off target. Had a man wide open. That's on the quarterback.
Oh, my gosh. Would he love to have that one back. Open receiver downfield. He misses him. That's when you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
Back to pass. It's Milroe. Looking for his big tight end. Almost intercepted again. This defense flying around today. Almost had a fourth pick. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he finds his target. He has the first.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create, and he'll just get rid of it.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
And he'll drop back here on third down. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Fourth down now, and defensively, you're just asking these guys to make one more stop to seal the victory.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. And it's incomplete as the defense gets a big fourth down stop.
Boy, as a play caller, you saved this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. Fourth down. Fourth quarter. Game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Now it's second down here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Powers through a tackle. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he takes it into the end zone. Let's check and see what that marker is about. Oh, that one is going to sting. Take the crucial touchdown off the board. They'll be backed up and have to try it again. The Longhorns will look to bleed this clock out now in the final minute. Handoff running right. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back. It's Manning. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, 3rd down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing 4th down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Interesting strategic decision. They've got some time to work with. Will they play for a field goal or take a shot at the touchdown and win it here? And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Using his legs on the scramble. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. Grab near the sticks. It's Prentice. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. And the offense will spend a timeout to stop the clock. 21 seconds remaining. Offense getting set here, needing some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock winding down. And the defense will spend a timeout here. Stop on the clock with 21 seconds remaining. Offense will need some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock, a huge factor here. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Oh, and he can't quite come up with it. That would have been huge. Brings up 3rd down.
Smart decision here by the defensive coordinator to go with dime coverage, get more speed on the field, extra defensive backs, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football for this quarterback.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Bringing pressure. He's hit just before the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
4th down. Looking to throw for it. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game. And the ball will turn over on downs.
Oh, so close to coming up with that conversion here on 4th down in the 4th quarter. Close football game. Now you got to rely on your own defense to come up with a stop and hope you get one more chance.
So this team is beginning to stack wins now against really high-quality opposition. You wonder what the ceiling for this group is.
Yeah, I think you're right. This is a football team right now that's playing with a lot of confidence. I like the way that they are progressing. We'll just have to see how far they can continue to progress and where it'll take them.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.